Hi, Dave Browne here with DB Home Improvements. I've had a few people ask me how the permitting system works in Florida. And we permit in a few different municipalities here in Florida, including Indian River County, Martin County, and St. Lucie County. So the thing to remember with the municipalities is they all have their little sections. Martin County covers Stuart, Jensen Beach, Hobe Sound, but it doesn't cover Sewall's Point. They have their own municipality that's the police station. So you go to the police station and bring your permit there, and then the police actually inspect the job. So the police come up the driveway and inspect the job, and that's cool. That's how they're doing it there. And then Indian River County does everything, including the city of Vero Beach, but St. Lucie County does everything except for the city of Port St. Lucie and the city of Fort Pierce that have their own municipalities. So you want to start with which municipality do you need to pull a permit in. And if you look on the property tax ID, you can see it's going to say jurisdiction, and then it'll say city or county or whoever is in charge of your jurisdiction. You can't necessarily tell from your tax bill because all taxes go to the county and then they get kicked back to the city. The city's cut gets kicked back to them and the county keeps the rest. So you want to find that little tag that says jurisdiction. So if you bear with me, we'll go through this from the beginning to the end. If you're a homeowner getting a permit, then what you want to do is go down to the Indian River County Building Department and ask them about their online permitting process. You can find it searching through Google on your own and just sign up for it, but it's a little technique sensitive getting started, and they're happy to help you get through the initial stages of it and work with you as the process goes on. The online permitting is much better down and literally wait for hours for someone to answer a question on a basic permit like Hardie board siding. This permit is for Hardie board siding right here, shiplap siding. It's one of our products that we like because it's a once and done product basically with a 30-year warranty. That's fantastic for the customers. And at DB Home Improvement, we like to do things once. And that's what this basic permit's for. If it goes over well and people are interested, then we'll do some more complex ones. Buildings and window, we can do all that. So you get on the Tyler site with Martin County Building Department, and you're gonna first check off and find, and you may wanna print or not. This is a residential checklist of what you're gonna need for your particular permit. And it's a list of things that you're gonna have to get and go through to get that permit. This is the application itself that you're going to print. So this notice of commencement is self-expiring. It's a lien on the house. It notifies the homeowner and the rest of the world that there's going to be some work going on at the house. So you get a notice of commencement and you fill out all the information on it. If you're acting as owner-builder, then you fill yourself in as builder, you fill yourself in as owner so that you can notify yourself that something's going to happen with your house, because you wouldn't want to forget. And then what you do is you bring this down to the courthouse and they record it and they put this stamp on it that says recorded by the courthouse. And then you take this notice of commencement that's been recorded by the courthouse and submit it to the building department so that they know the notice is in. Without this, the window supplier has the right to place a mechanic's lien on your house even though you paid the contractor for the cost of the windows. So you have to be careful with who you hire, and you probably want to get a release on materials and a whole bunch of other documentation, or you can just hire DB Home Improvement. We've been in business since '05, and this is the law, so we do it, but we don't need it. We do standalone contracting, meaning we don't use your money to finish the last contract with, because that is like a snake that eats his tail. That's this pile of stuff. And then eventually, they have all of these things. They review them, plan review. Indian River County is slow, so start ahead of time. They know they're slow, so they won't be offended by me saying that. I have made mention to them about it. And then they'll issue you a permit. This is an actual permit. It comes with a checklist of inspection, which has every single inspection on it that they would do for a new house. So, you can work with them about which inspections you need. For Hardie, you need a dry-in inspection, an in progress while it's going up, and then a final inspection. But nevertheless, this is the inspection list that you get. And in the package, with the permit, you put that in a Ziploc bag to hang out front, and you have the inspection list in there, the sign-off sheet, and then you have the reviewed house map stamp. You don't have a window schedule because it's just basic hard. And then you have these stamped engineering for whatever that the building department stamped, all in a bag out front, and then you're ready to go to work. Once you do that, then the work starts. Have a great afternoon, and thanks for watching.